Well, Switta, I guess under a month ago before round one. How's the cohesion and the team list looking at the moment?
Yeah, looking good. I feel like every week we're taking a step forward with our game. 2 inch clubs down now and 2 big practice matches coming up against proper opposition, which will throw a different challenge at us, but it's a really exciting time of year to come up against some proper opposition instead of sort of crashing into your teammates. You get to do it against real oppo. So it's exciting. The list is healthy. We're really building on the foundations of our game and also adding in a few little bits and pieces. But yeah, really pleasing where we're at. But yeah, we've got about a 3-week build now until round one.
The depth looks good as well. The injury list, but also just contests for positions as well, trying to put our kind of team together. For you, is this the healthiest and the most depth that this club has had in probably the last 4 years or so?
Yeah, I feel like our depth has been building over a few years and we're getting continuity of, guys playing together year on year, but the new guys that are coming in are really challenging everyone as well. Like just personally for myself in the forward line, we've got about 5 or 6 new small forwards and they're all having an impact straight away and it's really challenging everyone down there. So it's a really positive thing. Our scratch matches have been really competitive because of that depth. Even when we had a bit of a A's versus B's roughly sort of look, the B's really challenged the A's, which was really pleasing for the health of our list and preparing ourselves for round one.
Do you have any idea really yet what the forward line's going to look like? Because the number of blokes who rotated through from what we've seen in the practice match today is a big number that you can work with.
Yeah, well, we're trying to add some flexibility to our game and a lot of guys that can play multiple roles. Preseason's a perfect chance to practice different things, experiment with different guys, and not everything that we're doing you're going to see come round one and round two, but there's probably a few things that might show up, and I think it's only a positive thing. And if we do end up with a few injuries or we have to really test the depth of our squad, we've got guys that can fill different roles, which I think is only a good thing.
So the backline always looks fairly stable, and the midfield changes we've sort of seen coming. The forward line looks like the biggest unknown of what it's going to look like throughout the year. Is that how it feels to you as well?
Possibly. I think generally our mids probably rotate more forward than they would back, which probably adds a few more different elements to it and a few different faces that come down there. But I would say at the same time, like within our backline, there might not be a lot of guys rotating from other lines, but there's a lot of competition there, and I don't know exactly what our round one team's going to look like. And it's the same thing as you talk about with our depth. There's a lot of guys challenging each other. There's a bit to play out with what our team will look like round one, but I think that's really exciting.
What's been your take on Murphy Reid? Seems to be spending a lot more time in the middle. Do you expect him to spend bulk time there, or...?
It's probably one for the coaches, but I think we're just trying to really upskill him in the midfield. He obviously spent a lot of time forward last year, showed that he was really capable in that role. I dare say he will spend more time in the midfield as his career goes on. He's so talented, he can win the footy, make good decisions. So just getting the reps in over pre-season is a good thing. How much that looks like in season, I'm not sure yet, but it's definitely, again, an option we can go to.
Were you shaking your head at times with some of the things he did down in Bunbury the other day?
To be honest, it still surprises me sometimes when he pulls a kick sideways without looking and things like that. He's a rare talent, pretty special. But to be honest, I've been really impressed with just how hard he's worked over the pre-season. He's built his body. Coming to your second year, guys can sway one way or the other, and some can get complacent if they've had a really good first year. But he's only just taking his game to another level, and with the physical stuff that he's worked on over pre-season.
Going back to the end of last year, obviously you had the knee injury, wasn't the way you wanted to end the year. How significant was the sort of damage, and did it head into the off-season? Because we sort of were told you'd be 50-50 to get back for that final.
Yeah, it's weird to reflect on it now. It wasn't great at the time. I had a PCL injury and I was doing everything I could to keep myself alive for the final series. I obviously wasn't able to get up against Gold Coast, but was going to take it week by week just to see if I could get back if our final series continued. But obviously once we got knocked out, I went into real rehabilitation mode to make sure the structure of it was really strong coming back. And so I spent a fair bit of time in a brace over the off-season, and then really built in over December in the pre-season to get myself back to good health, and now I'm feeling really good, really strong, and glad. If there's one silver lining of getting to recover properly, once we got knocked out of finals, it's that I'm in a full bill of health now.
What was it like for you watching from the sidelines that loss? We asked Corey Wagner the same question, who went through a similar process to you.
Yeah, it's obviously really difficult. it feels like a long time ago now, and so much has happened since, and I feel like I've moved on. But yeah, anytime you miss out when you feel like you can contribute, it's hard to watch, especially when you spend all pre-season and during the season working to a final series. And then watching from the sidelines, having it all be out of your control is pretty tough. But that's just part of the game. We never have a full list of health, and just got to look forward and make sure that I'm there for next time we make it.
What do you look as a practice match this weekend, a semi-practice match against West Coast on Saturday? What are you expecting? Is it throw everyone out there who's round one sort of team, or is it talk that some of you guys might be rested and have a look at some of the kids?
I don't know exactly yet the lineups and the minutes that everyone will play. I think generally, if you look into previous years, guys that are healthy, we try and really put ourselves out there and take the opportunity to get better as a team and play together. You might see a few guys modified, but largely we'll get as many guys out there as possible and have a really good hit out.
So it's important to get some, as we were talking before, there's been rolling numbers going through and changing different things. It's important to get some stability for the next two games to be ready for that round one clash.
Yeah, I think as we get closer, probably start to refine things a little bit, get a bit more stability in what we do. It is still a chance to try a few things, but yeah, I guess the closer you get, the more you refine to what your game will look like round one.
Are you excited by the potential for higher scoring, more opportunities, more insight for this group this year?
Yeah, we just actually chatted to the umpires yesterday, and with some of the rule changes and things, the game might move a lot quicker. But again, we'll just adapt on the go. It doesn't change our game plan or anything like that too much. Still just focused on really the foundations of our game, getting our contests right, our mids, or if we all just look after our contests and team there, we're going to get great looks offensively. So that's really been our philosophy for a long time.
How have you found some of the rule changes and putting them into practice?
Yeah, good. I think really it's just going to be, in my opinion, about just being able to react to those free kicks as quick as possible. Like when it goes out of bounds off a foot, not everyone's realising straight away that it's a free kick, but I think the quicker you can get the ball in quicker, or if it's on the defensive side, making sure you're getting on the mark straight away. That part of it's going to be really important. I know the rucks are working through some of their craft at the moment with the not being able to cross the line. So we've been working on bits and pieces, but like I said, it's not going to change too much about how we go about things.
We saw how competitive the Origin game was, and once blokes got out there, it was fair dinkum. Whenever you guys play West Coast, it's hard to not be fair dinkum. Even in a pre-season scratch match out here in February, how do you think it'll be approached when you come up against them?
Yeah, well, look, we play them every year in a practice game, obviously being the only other team in WA. To be honest, I think at this time of year, like I said, really excited just to play proper opposition. We clearly have a big rivalry with West Coast, but at the moment we're really focused on improving our game. We'll do a little bit of opposition analysis on them this week, but obviously we haven't seen much of them since last year. So more so probably focused on us, and it's going to be incredibly competitive like it is every year. That'll give us the best chance to prepare for round one.
You're out of contract at the end of the year. Have you had any talks yet with the club about what that could look like?
I am out of contract. I try and leave that to my manager as much as possible and separate myself from it a little bit, let him work that out and start discussions with the club. But yeah, to be honest, the longer my career goes on, I get less stressed about signing quicker and sooner rather than later. When you first start your career, you're always looking for that security and all that, but I really believe in things will just look after themselves at some point, and I'll leave that to my manager to work out.
Because so many, of your teammates, important players have signed on really long term now. Do you see your long term future at the Dockers?
Yeah, well, maybe that's why I haven't heard of anything recently. I think Caleb was probably the priority for the last month or so. I'm not sure I've got a 2034 deal coming my way, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I love this club. There's no other club I want to be at. My purpose here, it's become, the longer my career's gone on, it's less about personal accolades and money and what I'm trying to achieve myself. It's what I can actually contribute to this club. And we've had our vision for quite some time, and especially since JL's been here since about 2020. I love the direction of this, the direction this club's going. I love being a part of it. So yeah, really excited for what this team can do and where this club can go.